Welcome back to another video. In this video we're talking about how to tap into the reality you desire and remembering that the 3D is just old. So stay tuned. I'll be your light. Hey lovelies, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Tia. And I'm Leah. And we're your manifestation sisters, helping you master your mind to manifest your desires. Before we jump in, I want you to know all of the good products and services that we have that can help you go to your next level in manifesting whatever it is you desire. We offer one-to-one coaching. We have our affirmation bundle, essentially created to help you cultivate an identity and manifest whatever it is you want. So if you want to check them out, click the link in the description box below and we're gonna jump straight in. So when it comes to tapping into the reality you desire, it's having a conscious awareness of, in my opinion, two aspects. One, you have to consciously practice what it is you want internally, because we know that our 3D is essentially mirrored from our 4D. What that means is what we practice and imagine internally is what is projected out and mirrored externally. We'll touch upon this point more. And then the second, from the title of the video, is knowing that 3D is old. So if we talk about the first point in knowing that in order to manifest what it is you want, you need to be consciously practicing it, being that version of you. One, knowing what it is you want, but two, how do you do that? And essentially, there's no right or wrong way. From you knowing what it is you desire, have the conscious awareness with yourself. Ask yourself questions of what tool or technique do I like to essentially do to essentially focus my mind. Because all tools and techniques is essentially there for you to help you choose what it is you want to focus on. And in relation to that, essentially gets you into the state of you practicing being that version of you. Yeah, because you're selecting a new reality.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing when you're doing these practices. You're deciding who you want to be and what reality you want to experience, because there are multiple realities existing at the same time. You just now, as a conscious creator, get to decide which reality you want to choose for yourself. So then going on to the second point about the 3D, and we've said it many times in other videos, the 3D is just old news. It's a past projection of your old thoughts, beliefs and assumptions. It's giving you feedback to where you once was, and if things are still playing out, it's just showing you that where you currently were or where you currently still are. And oftentimes it is just a projection of, you know, mirroring back to you, reflecting back to you your past beliefs, thoughts and assumptions. And that means, because we are the creators of our reality, it can change. Nothing is set in stone, nothing is immovable, everything is malleable, because all possibilities exist. So you, like I just said, are selecting the reality you want to experience. So every time you see something in the 3D that you don't like, you get to decide for yourself that this isn't my truth. This is just old. I now am selecting this for myself, and as I speak it into existence, or as I do my tools and techniques, it's really me selecting that reality for myself and now deciding this is who I am. I'm now a person who is successful, is lucky in love, who is healthy, who has amazing relationships or friendships. Whatever it is that you're manifesting for yourself, you get to decide who you want to be from this day going forward. So whatever you're doing for yourself now is creating your future, and it can come very quickly. It's just you deliberately separating yourself from the 3D and not giving your power away to it.
Exactly, and with that decision comes the practice. First and foremost, for myself, when I'm tapping into the reality I desire, it's getting my thoughts in alignment, it's getting my feelings in alignment, and essentially how I'm showing up in my 3D. And that conscious awareness, from what Leah said, comes from when you're knowing 3D is old, when it's in your face, when things are essentially manifesting in a way that you essentially are conscious of the fact that you don't want it, but then internally still choosing and deciding who you are and what you want to experience. And there are a number of ways that you can do this. If we're getting into the nitty-gritties of it, like I said at the beginning, you can use taller techniques. Just to mention and list some of them, you can use inner conversations, scripting, rampages, affirmations just as a whole, saying out loud in your mind. You can use visualizations. There are so many ways that essentially you can choose to practice and tap into that reality, because all these tools and techniques are there for you to do is to focus your mind, like I said at the beginning. So when you take the time to sit down with yourself and essentially script or visualize, you're essentially evoking the state of it already being done and already being that version of you that has what it is you want. And your mind doesn't know the difference between a reality that is real and the thoughts you think and you visualize. Essentially, it's impressing on the subconscious, it's making this reality reality normal for you. And as a result, as you continuously practice that, decide that, have the consistency behind that, whilst consciously knowing that your 3D is old, that's when the quantum leaps come. That's when you manifest what it is you want. That's when you start to transport yourself into the reality that you want to experience, because you're no longer a byproduct of your past circumstances, of past programming, and what's currently going on in your 3D. You've created a separation between you, what it is you want, and not making the 3D mean that you're not going to have essentially what it is you desire.
Yes, exactly, because creation is already finished, which means once you have a desire for something, it's already created, and now it's you just becoming that version of you who knows that you get to have it. So like we said, the 3D is old. Take your power back and remind yourself of your power very often, that you are the creator of your reality, you are the operant power, and all possibilities exist because you are limitless and you can have absolutely anything you want and nothing is off limits to you, and you have power over the 3D, it does not have power over you.
That being said, guys, that is how you can tap into the reality you desire while simultaneously knowing that 3D is old. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and as I said at the beginning of this video, if you are ready to go to your next level, you want to work with myself or Leah, get the support that you need to go to that next level and manifest what it is you desire, you can find out the links in the description box below, and we'll see you in the next video.